we're part of, or the government of the retired brigadier and the SLPP. Mr. Speaker, there is one of the areas in this speech, Mr. Speaker, that is attractive to the nation and to even my people in constituency 13 is education. Mr. Speaker, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Just now, the Honorable Paramount Chief, PC Paramount Chief Baiku, mentioned a country that I'm from, even though I'm a Sierra Leone, of course. Norway. They call it Norway, but it's Norway. Mr. Speaker, this is a country I can tell you, there's no homeless in Norway. Education is free. Education is free of charge. As the opposition leader was saying, Norway has an excess oil that is in abundance to serve the nation or his people forever and ever. So therefore, if the president, the retired brigadier, today, in his administration, less than 5 years, he introduced less than 5 years, or 3 years, 5 years, because his mandate is 5 years. After that, he's going for another mandate.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Inshallah. So, Mr. Speaker, this president used his wisdom. He brought free education, free quality, better education.
It's true.
Not education that you find students paraborating helter-skelter. But today, Mr. Speaker, I can remember when I came from Norway, my first time in Parliament, in this Parliament, Mr. Speaker, it was a difficult thing for me, Mr. Speaker, to pay fees for children that don't even know their parents. I paid those fees because I believe education is the key to every goal. Education or knowledge is power. Mr. Speaker, parents were meeting me in their numbers for me to help them pay fees. Some cry in tears, Mr. Speaker. That was 2012, 2013. 2012, 2013, Mr. Speaker. In Tonkia and Nomo and Gara, by then I was representing 3 chiefdoms. Thank God today is 2. Mr. Speaker, I remember a mother came to me with 3 children. A mother came to me with 3 children. A mother, a widow. Mr. Speaker, a widow. Remember, in Norway, a widow is a millionaire. In Norway, a widow is a millionaire. In Sierra Leone, a widow is a poor person. In Sierra Leone, a widow is insulted or abused. In Norway, a widow is a king. Mr. Speaker, she came to me with those children. I look at the woman and I shed tears too. Reason being, we have the resources in this country. We have the resources, Mr. Speaker, to educate every children. That's the reason why today I pray for the president to live long, to serve for more than even 10 years if possible. Because this president has used his own wisdom to implement something that is benefiting children that are yet unborn. This is going to be history forever. Mr. Speaker, let me talk about agriculture. I'm a farmer. I have more than 200 acres of swamp farming in my constituency. Mr. Speaker, the reason I mention agriculture, it is because you gave me the sea rice. You gave it to me. No, you gave it to me. In Tonkia, you gave it to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Honorable Member. We have groomed you to become a better honorable. Remember, in those days, you were just SOS. You know that. So, Mr. Speaker.
If I am not supposed to speak from that perspective.
No, I'm part of leadership. It's active. That's not part of leadership.
With all due respect, sir, he's your leader. Allow him to speak. Carry on, sir.
Exactly. The one is practicing.
Mr. Leader, you should not address me. Honorable member from the other. Let me come here. I do remember we suspended SO2. That was a short. You have not suspended that. Let me know.
No.
But you failed to defend. You failed to defend the position. I have done it now.
Speaker, rule on this thing on the board.
But this oh, remember?
Honorable SYS is voted. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, there's one thing you have to know. We are part of a revolution that was started myself and Honorable in the last parliament. He's my brother. He's my brother. I will never go against him, trust me. But let me say what is right. My honorable brother, let me say what is right. It is about this government, and I believe the SFPP is doing right. Mr. Speaker, agriculture. Agriculture, Mr. Speaker, without food, I don't think anybody will be in this world without food. I'm quite sure most people today running to the canteen is because they want to have breakfast and make sure their stomach is full. Mr. Speaker, agriculture has created a lot of good things for us as per today. The president very recently, he went as far as Tonobo, where he has launched more than $30 million project, which I believe every Sierra Leonean is happy to welcome as far as what the president has implemented is concerned in terms of agriculture. Mr. Speaker, today, most of the MPs on the other side, they will testify that this government has given them seed rights for them to be part of agriculture. And it is the retired brigadiers and the SFP government. Yeah, most. Majority. No, I will refer you to the chairman of agriculture, sir. Please, sir. So, therefore, Mr. Speaker, this is one of the areas, Mr. Speaker, I'm really happy today that I can call myself a farmer. In the last parliament, I was not even close to farming. But today, I will call myself a lucky man to be a serious farmer. Mr. Speaker, my brother again mentions the prison break. Internal affairs or the police, I'm quite sure, overseas. Prison break is war crime. Abroad, prison break is war crime. Mr. Speaker, I'm quite sure even Sierra Leone is the same. What happens over there, nobody's happy about it, not even me. It happens not on the watch. The president never knew what was happening. It happens when he also sends people to find out what happens or to give him first-hand information as what happens. So today, my brother, what happens over there has nothing to do with the presidency. It is just that it happens the way it happens. And I'm quite sure that situation has been dealt with. Mr. Speaker, foreign policy, Mr. Speaker. Today we have one of the best foreign ministers this country has ever produced. David Francis, the former CM, the former Chief Minister. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member is just saying the man has just taken over. But let me tell you what has just happened a few days ago, a few months ago, just when he took over. If I was asking myself why he was not in that ministry when we won elections, there has been a suspension in the B1 and B2 visa. In the B1 and B2 visa, Mr. Speaker, as I'm speaking now, they have lifted the suspension on Sierra Leone. Through the foreign minister. It is, no, it is, I'm not saying, it is our government, my senior honorable sir. So, Mr. Speaker, the foreign minister has done so well.
Sorry, God.
We are happy, we are grateful that he has done well for this country and making this country image better for the international community, because it's about us, it's about you. Today, I can tell you one thing, the president is always saying on the national television, on the radio, that today if you travel abroad, the name Sierra Leone is like people want to come close to it to know where is Sierra Leone. I want to visit Sierra Leone. It is because of the retired brigadier. It is because of the retired brigadier, Mr. Speaker. So they go to countries. Very recently, when I visit Norway, this is a country that knew Sierra Leone. That knew about Sierra Leone. But then people came to me asking me questions. I was like, I said, wow, what is happening? They said, we want to visit Sierra Leone because of the new president that you have got. He's doing better for the people of Sierra Leone. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, we are grateful that this presidential speech is before us. To me, we should just endorse this. We should not be debating this presidential speech further. Let's endorse this and forget about it. I know there are MPs who may want to criticize. No criticism. Because this is a dossier that comprises of good things. A dossier, it's serious. This is a good thing that for you, for all of us, it is very good. This is very good. So therefore, this document today, Mr. Speaker, I advise that I endorse this document. There should be no criticism. If you are true to yourself, please, my brothers, this document is the best document ever I've seen this. Thank you very much.
I stand to join with you of the previous speakers in thanking the President for so graciously